All right, we are live. Yay! Okay, I am with my singing sister over here because she can blow, Olivia can blow. I'm going to introduce and start off the show with saying that we have a singer right here. I'm not going to ask her to sing any notes right now. I'm not going to put her on the spot, but this is my singing sister. Welcome to the Authentic Beauty Campaign, everyone. And the Authentic Beauty Campaign is basically me interviewing wonderful women and getting their perception of beauty. And we have a beautiful guest right here named Olivia, and she is such a great person. I've been stalking her Instagram for a while now. She's a contestant in Miss Mississippi River Scholarship Pageant. And she's going to tell us just a tad bit about that. I don't want her to tell us everything because we might be on here for days because the pageant is amazing and it's going to showcase in November. So I'm super excited about that. And the fact that I will be going back to my hometown, back to Mississippi to actually see her on stage and the other girls and just see her rock it is going to be amazing. So let me just stop talking because I feel like I'm talking a lot. But thank you so much for joining us at Think Like Royalty. Olivia, can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself? Because I feel like I'm just going to just praise you all day, but I want you to tell us about you.
All righty. Well, hello, everyone. As she said, my name is Olivia Bonds. I am 20 years old and from Jackson, Mississippi. I am currently a rising junior at Belhaven University. I'm a psychology with creative arts dance therapy major currently and a theater minor as well. And as she said, I am currently a contestant for the Miss Mississippi River scholarship pageant, and I'm so excited and so glad to be here. Thank you for having me, Ms.
Yes.
Darenisha. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, thank you for coming on. So I want to know, why did you think it was important to join the Authentic Beauty campaign?
I feel like for me, it's important because going through as a young child, going through a lot of self-esteem issues can trigger a lot of things into adulthood that a lot of people have just pushed to the dark. A lot of young girls and a lot of adults, they just push to the dark and they don't deal with them. And so I feel like Authentic Beauty Campaign is more for the unity of women who have this fire in them to make this world a better place. Because if we're not doing well, the world's not going to do well. The world is run by women. That's just my opinion. Because listen, we birth children, we do all of these different things. We have periods every month,
And
every
still
seven
have
days
to
of the
go
month.
out and work, by the way. Still have
And
to
we
go out and do
work
our thing.
during those 7 days. And after we have the child, we're still going to school. We're still doing other things in the community. We're still building
Exactly.
up our men and our kings and our young
Exactly.
kings. And we're still growing. So I feel like this campaign is about what's inside to bring out a lot of things on the inside to the light,
Yes.
and so that we can be more beautiful on the outside because
Yes.
we're beautiful on the inside.
I agree with you totally. It's all about what is on the inside. It
Yes.
is because what's on the inside, it really matters because it comes out in a way where people perceive you as a person.
Mhm.
I love that. I love that you spoke about that. Thank you so much. Well, us at Think Like Royalty, we're happy that you're here. And we're happy to hear what beauty means to you. So let me just go ahead and ask the $1,000,000 question because I just started calling it a $1,000,000 question now. What does beauty mean to you, Olivia?
Beauty to me means love.
Love.
Love for you, love for the people who respect you and who love you back, love for the people who don't love you, love for your flaws, love for your mistakes, love for every single aspect of your being. Love is an intense feeling of deep affection That's the official scholastic elementary definition of what love is. And when you when you take a great interest and pleasure in something, I'm kind of looking at my notes here.
It's okay.
Take a
Go
great
on.
pleasure in something, taking great pleasure in yourself and great interest in yourself, dating you, knowing you, because when I was younger, I had to find who I was.
Yeah.
I'm almost 21. I'm still doing that. It doesn't, it doesn't take overnight to do that. It's not going to be overnight for you to accept who you are. Accept meaning to consent to receive or believe to come to recognize who you are as a person. Any mistake that you made, any stumbling block you've come across in life, any type of thing that's just tried to weigh you down does not make you any less beautiful than what you are. That just means you're a human being. And if that means that, then you're even more beautiful than some human beings that try to be perfect, because no one is. So, love meaning accepting your identity, finding you, dating you, understanding you, and the people who love you and the people that you cherish as well.
I love that. I think you said a word. I can resonate with that because when I was around your age, not gonna say my age, just joking. But when I'm 29, I'm almost a 30 club, you know. But when I was around your age, I was finding myself, and it took some time. I felt like I'm more comfortable being in my late 20s than any stage of my life, because I figured it out. I figured everything out. After I had my baby, I felt like it was just an awakening.
Right.
I felt like when she came into this world, I felt like I had more purpose.
Yeah.
And it was just a beautiful thing for me. I think that was the most beautiful moment in my life when she came, because I knew that I was not only responsible for myself, but I was responsible for another person. And
Right.
everything that I did affects her. And that just created this stage in my life where I'm like, hey, I want to empower women. I want to empower young girls. I want to be that mentor so my daughter can see who I am. And this
Right.
is just me modeling to her what a great woman looks like, what a strong woman looks like, what a resilient woman looks like. And so I resonate with that because when I was 21 years old, girl, I I seriously did not have a sense of myself. I knew what I wanted to do
Right.
for career wise, but as
Yes.
far as me finding who Darren Yusha was, I was still like, this is a trend. Let me do this trend, or let me go, let me go out and do
Exactly.
these different things.
Exactly.
And it's all trial and error, right? When you're that age, when you're 21 and 22, 24, 25,
Yes.
it's all trial and error. And it's
Yes, it
beautiful, those
is.
different stages and learning in life. So I resonate with that. I love that. And I love that you said beauty is love, because it's loving yourself enough to know that you're going to make those
Right.
mistakes, right?
Right.
You're going to go through trial and error, but you can still love yourself through all of that, all of those different stages in life. So you're on the money.
I'm
You're
glad
on
I
the
am.
money.
I'm glad I am.
I love that. Thank you so much for that word with us. This was the first one that said beauty is love.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
we have so many women that says beauty is within, beauty is passion. I just had a interview with Miss Teen United States yesterday with that one, and
Wow.
we just had so many different answers. Resilient. We've had so many different answers. So it's really great to hear that beauty is love from you, Olivia. Really
Yes.
great to hear that one. So now that we know what beauty means for you, can you tell us some of your beautiful moments? Because, I mean, you're a singer. So I know you bless a lot of people with your voice. And so tell us some of your beautiful moments you've had in life.
Well, as you coincidentally said, my beautiful moments are when I am either singing alone or singing to an audience. I just feel like I'm in a whole nother ambiance with myself. It's almost like God is there with me and He's guiding my vocal cords, and I love every single minute of it. Another moment is simply complimenting and acknowledging. I love acknowledging other people's beauty
Yeah.
because people are such amazing. People are just beautiful. I just love people. And, sometimes even if they hurt me or anything, I still show them love. I still say, I hope that they have the best that life can give, that life can offer. I just love acknowledging other people's beauties. And I love building new memories and meeting new people.
Yeah.
I'm just that kind of person. I'm always a conversation starter. So I just love talking to people, even though sometimes I babble. I love
Me
talking to
too. Me too.
people.
Don't worry.
And I love just feeling like I made someone's day. It just
Yeah.
brings those are my beautiful moments. Making somebody else feel beautiful makes me feel beautiful because I know that if they're worth it, then so am I.
Love that. Love that. So, since you told us some of your beautiful moments, how do you capture your beautiful moments?
My brain. Honestly, my brain. If it's not in my phone, if my mom doesn't record it, if my dad doesn't record it, it's in my brain.
Yeah.
It's in the memories. It's in my photographic memory when I close my eyes and I think on every loving memory of every loving, moment with family, with friends, with people that I met along the way. I never forget faces. I may not remember names, but I never forget faces. So it's just something that I just close my eyes and I just remember. I reminisce and I go back to this nostalgic moment of capturing like almost like pictures in my brain, like a movie scene. And I put those into perspective and I say, now there's a moment that's worth being captured. I'm gonna keep
Love that. Love that. Yes, keeping it in your memories, visualizing it. I love that. All right, so now is the advice time. So,
it.
what advice would you give to a young girl or even a woman your age at this moment in time?
I would tell them, tell yourself, get up with the crust around your mouth, with your hair all messed up. Go straight to the mirror without brushing your teeth. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And give the reasons why you love you. Find your why. Do not allow yourself to go back to just saying, I love you and not figure out the why because there is no who without a why. God did not create us for without a purpose and without a reason. So there has to be a why as to why you love.
Love
And
that.
so thinking on those things, you give reasons like I love myself because I have a good heart and I'm open minded and I'm sensitive to how everyone feels. I love myself because my family loves me, because I know that I'm loved by God, because I know that I'm worthy of everything good that comes my way. I love myself because I am strong willed, I am independent, and I do not let anyone take my joy or my peace away from me. I love myself because God loves me. And if that's going to be all who loves me, then that's enough for me.
I love that because you are enough.
Yes.
Love it. Love
Yes.
it. You telling me a word right now, girl.
It's the God in me, I promise.
It is. Well, preach on because
Yes,
I am
it is.
here. I am here, okay?
Yes,
From a
it is.
girl. I'm from Mississippi, the Bible Belt. They call it that for a reason.
Oh
I
yeah.
love God as
Mhm.
well. And this is a place where you can speak freely about your beliefs and just inspire others. And that's what you're doing right now. So thank you for that.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
allowing me to. This was amazing. This has been amazing. And I honestly thank God for this opportunity. I honestly was surprised when you reached out to me because I was like, me?
Yes,
That's me.
you.
I didn't, I just didn't realize how much of, how much of an impact I do have. I just do it because I love to do it.
Exactly.
Everything that I say or do, I want it to come from the heart. I want it to be sincere and I want it to mean something. And I think that correlates to mental health awareness
Hmm.
all the way to just being okay with who you are.
Exactly.
And I kind of wanted to talk about my platform a little bit, if you'll allow me.
Oh yeah, I was. Do you know that was going to be the next question? I was going to ask you about. You were not going to escape without that platform today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I want to know. I want to know all my pageant girls that come on. I want to know what's your platform because
Yes, ma'am.
I love talking about platform and how you all are changing our communities.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, this is your floor. Tell us about your platform.
Okay, so being that this is actually going to be my very first pageant ever, I kind of wanted to center my platform around something that I truly, truly have cared about for many, many years. Two primary things are children, families, mental health, and the arts. All of those coming together in one to build artistic awareness with care.
Yes.
That's children and adults respect each other. And it totally means that in a family, with parents and with children, it's always an authoritative stance with the child not knowing any better. But the child, when it forms its mind and its mental states, it watches what the parents do and say. And so when the parents do or say something, the child will honestly instantly reciprocate it because that's what mommy said. That's what mommy's doing, so maybe I should do it.
Exactly.
You know how parents say do as I say, not as I do?
That doesn't work.
That does not work.
I
It
know
doesn't.
that. I'm a
It does not
psychologist.
work. And because of that, our family system is broken. And there are
Yeah.
so many families who don't know how to talk to each other, who don't know how to communicate. The crime rises, the people and the children get even more spoiled. They're having no self-control. They don't know how to control their emotions. They're just blurting out everything because they feel like they have the freedom to. And the one thing that it boils down to is how the child or whatever person, whether it be an adult or a child, however that person feels when you
Yes.
speak those words. So you have to be careful, respect each other every day, careful of how you interact with other people because you never know the circumstances or how they will be able to take it. On the bittersweet side, may he rest in peace. One of my fellow classmates, he committed suicide a few years ago because it was just a lot of things being told to him, or it's just a lot of things that just didn't happen that should have.
Yeah.
And he wasn't protected mentally. He didn't feel like he had anybody to talk to. He didn't feel like he had anybody to reach out to. And I feel like that's important for families and especially for children because they are the future and they are going to do great things, but we have to make sure that in their mind they understand that. And that's why the arts, performing arts, singing, dancing, acting, I've been in performing arts all of my life in all aspects. all of that is so important because it molds the child to be better than who they are. Science and math can go hand in hand all day, but until you add the arts to it, some people can't focus without music. Some people can't focus without humming. There are some people who have to talk while they're doing being a surgeon. I could quote Macbeth, tomorrow, 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 creeps from its petty pace from day to day until the last syllable of recorded time, and all the fools away to dusty death. There are just some people who do different things that they don't realize they're doing, and the arts helps them to open up and allow them to be free to do that. And so that's what my platform is all about. And I really, really hope that you guys follow me on my journey because it's going to be some big stuff happening.
I love that. I love that. I want to say something about your platform. And it's nothing negative. It's something so great. For someone who is in the field of mental health, and I've been in the field of mental health for like over 6 years now, working with kids in special education, because I just went straight to school. So I started off working with kids in education, special education, and then behavior therapists and then psychologists. And so I can just say that this is amazing because music itself, I felt like saved my life because I had something to look forward to. I had something else to do rather than to worry. And if I could write about it or sing about it, it made me feel better. And so what you have going, I hope you create something wonderful. Like just keep this going even without being a part of a pageant system. I want you to keep this going because it's something that our kids need. I always say that in the school system, we started our kids off with singing and dancing, right? That's how they started to learn. And now they want them to just sit down when they get older, sit down and just write on a piece of paper. And I'm like, well, but we were singing and dancing in kindergarten and Head Start. But now you want us to just sit and write on a piece of paper. That's not how our kids are calculated. That shouldn't be how. It shouldn't just be a one straight way of learning. And it's not. And so I love the fact that you're highlighting families, mental health, and how it's important for your kids to know that you're there for them. How it's important for your kids to know they have a community of people, and it's not just them with everything weighing on them. And unfortunately, things do happen such as suicide, and our kids have mental breaks because they think they're alone. But with programs such as yours and supporters and providers, our kids will understand that they're not alone. And when their parents are involved, it makes it even better. So I love that. And I feel like you're going to do a great job.
I will do my best, God willing. I will definitely do my best. I'm, trying to get sponsorships and collaborate with other people, just trying to build as much as I can so that when the time comes and that I'll actually have the organization, come to play, I will, I'll finally be like, I'm finally making a difference. And even it's in the small things. It doesn't even have to be a big thing to make a difference. You could literally go to a person who has never had a compliment a day in their life and just say, you have the most beautiful face or the most beautiful personality or the most beautiful this or the most beautiful that. It'll instantly change the whole entire trajectory of their day in their life. Because one thing that you do or say could change everything. And a lot of people have said sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's a really old thing, but words can kill.
Hurt. Yes.
They hurt and they kill.
They can kill.
You have to use your words in love.
Yes.
I'm bringing this all around back to love because this is what this whole thing is surrounding. My platform, artistic awareness with care is surrounded in love. When you love somebody, you automatically have respect for them.
Exactly.
Just like a child is a human too. So because you love that child also needs to have respect. It can't be one way or the other. It has to be both. Both of you have to come to a consensus. If the child is old enough to speak their mind, allow them to, with respect in mind, but
Exactly.
allow them to speak their mind. If you are the adult and you're having an argument with your child, say, okay, pause. Let's talk rationally. Let's be respectful, knowing that we love each other, and that because we love each other, we can respect our differences and
Mm-hmm.
try to agree on something. That is on the basis of marriages. That's
Mm-hmm.
on the basis of friendships. That is on the basis of relationships. That is on the basis of life. When you are whether it's your job or anything, I honestly don't care what it is. If you come in there with genuine highest of respect for whatever person you're talking to, because of what you love to do, or because you love that person, it can make a world of a difference. And that's what artistic awareness with care and everything that I have spoken about is all about. Love, respect,
Love.
embracing, accepting. All of those words tie in to that. And you have to conceive that is going to happen before you go in there and decide to do it. Because if you don't conceive it, it's not going to happen. Because then you'll say, I don't really feel like it, or I don't really want to do it. I'm having a bad day. Well, so is everybody else around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to respect that, respect their space. Even if they're not nice to you, still be nice to them. My business, the way, like where I work currently, I work as a sales associate and a beauty advisor. I talk to people every day, all walks of life, all ages, all sizes, all everything. Some of them come in there peppy as can be, like a cheerleader on the sideline. Woo! Others, not so much. So I still have to keep my same energy because of that, because it's my job to. I have to make them feel comfortable. I have to make them feel respected in their own space. All of that. So that's what all of this ties into. My platform, everything. Love.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. How can we reach you, Olivia? Because you've been giving us a word this whole time. I know people are going to reach out to you about your wonderful organization that you're forming and your platform. So, how can we reach you? Let us know.
Okay, well, you can reach me. First of all, you can reach me at my Instagram at Olivia Aurora _ Anjali with the E on the end. That's my Instagram. And you can reach out to me on Facebook as Olivia Bonds. And if you just want to call and talk, that would be 601-291-1994. Whatever you decide. But those are all the contacts I have, and those are all the contacts I really use. so, so if you need help, if you need somebody to talk to, heck, if you need somebody to just tell you what cream cheese to put on a bagel, I'm here. And I thank you guys so much for allowing me to be here and to speak with you guys. And remember, beauty is love. Love you. Date you. Embrace you.
Love that. Everyone remember beauty is love. So before we let you go, we want to know what day is your Miss Mississippi River Scholarship Pageant, because I know some of us want to attend.
The official big day is November 7th of 2021. Save it in your calendar. Tell it to your friends. Tell it to Pookie, Ray Ray, and Junebug, and all those people. Tell them November 7th, 2021, we are trying to get this amazing pageant system off of its feet, and I would love to see all of you there. I'll be smiling and grinning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's going to be on stage rocking it on November the 7th for the Miss Mississippi River Scholarship Pageant.
Fun fact, the Miss Mississippi River pageant is 2 days before my 21st birthday.
Wow, that's good luck.
Hopefully,
That is good
prayerfully,
luck.
prayerfully, everything happens for a reason, and whatever is
Exactly.
decided, I know I'm good. You
Hey,
know, yes.
you know
So,
it.
regardless, November 7th, Miss Mississippi River Scholarship Pageant 2021. I would love to see all of you there.
Yes, we would love to see all of you there because I'm coming. So I need a lot of people to join me.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Olivia, for just hopping on and gracing us with your presence. You're beautiful inside and out, and God has just blessed you in so many different ways. So thank you so much for this wonderful interview, and we will catch you later. We have another interview, you guys, on Monday, so look out for us on our Facebook
Yes.
Lives for the Authentic Beauty Campaign. Catch us on Facebook and Instagram because we show a little bit of clips of all of our interviews. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your
And
evening.
until next time, think like royalty, and beauty is love. Mwah.
Love it. Bye.
Bye.